Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back to Paisano's Music and Vinyl Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, Genevieve. The rage. The rage.
I don't want to be
Yeah,
here.
yeah. She's a rageaholic. She's seeking treatment. That's why she hasn't been around as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, her treatments are extensive. She needs help.
Help.
Should we start a
Yeah.
GoFundMe
Yes.
for your mental condition?
Yes.
The rage. Anger is a real issue. But so is Yes, in their fourth studio album called Fragile. Came out in 1971. This followed the Yes album, and it also saw a change in the keyboard department. Out was Tony Kaye and in was Rick Wakeman. And this album is very interesting. It has 9 tracks. 5 of them are like individual compositions, none of which are terribly good. Individual, Rick Wakeman's is particularly not that good. Could have been a lot better in my opinion. And Bill Bruford's is a little, sketchy. I don't know, but this album did produce some stone cold Yes classics, some of my favorite songs, and some of which are never heard on the radio. Other ones are played every day on the classic rock stations. Tony Kaye was given the axe because he didn't want to expand his sound past the Hammond organ, and Rick Wakeman was a little more classically trained, and was also featured the Moog synthesizer. He was not above, classically tinged psychedelic pieces. The track listing reads like this. Side 1, Roundabout, heard every day in the classic rock stations, followed by Rick Wakeman's individual composition called Cans and Brahms, extracts from Brahms' 4th Symphony in E minor, 3rd movement. We Have Heaven, it's a John Anderson composition, his solo contribution. South Side of the Sky, which is a great rock and roll song, finishes out side 1. You never hear it on the radio. Side 2, 5% for Nothing, which is Bill Bruford's contribution, followed by Long Distance Runaround, which is heard every day on the classic rock stations, followed by The Fish, and then Steve Howe's contribution, Mood for a Day, which is a nice acoustic solo piece, and then followed by quite possibly one of my top 2 or 3 Yes songs called Heart of the Sunrise. This is falls under the category of a prog classic. Prog, short for progressive rock. Who produced this? Produced by Yes and Eddie Offord. Engineered by Eddie Offord, assisted by Gary Martin. Came out on Atlantic. I've owned it forever. And it was the start of the 70s for Yes, which was a tremendous decade for them. They had a lot of really good albums. Close to the Edge followed this one, and then Relayer. There were big things to come for this group, and this kind of is where it got started, this classic Atlantic label. It's kind of a long album. There's some pretty drawn out pieces on here. Not that long, 40 minutes. Seemed longer when I was listening to it, mainly because those solo contributions were a little drawn out. It's a gatefold sleeve here with the lyrics, liner notes. No pictures of the band, unfortunately. It's a classic Roger Dean cover. Roger Dean was an artist. They used to do a lot of album covers. Yes, Hawkwind, Uriah Heep. They all had covers done by the great Roger Dean. Very futuristic, very creative. Would you please keep it down? My goodness, what a big mouth. Obnoxious is more like it. Just yap, 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 yap. Tune in Monday night. Grab the Pittsburgh Pirates hat, Genevieve.
Oh, shoot. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah. She's looking to draw like 10 at once by knocking them out. Let's not. We gotta speed. We don't want to speed this up. We want to keep this going. The vinyl probably has about a year left, I would say, and then we're gonna switch to CDs and cassettes, and that'll be fun too. You're gonna have to think of a name for maybe Paisano's Music Talk.
Paisano's Music and Cassette Talk.
Music, yeah, it doesn't quite roll off the tongue like Paisano's Music and Vinyl Talk. I don't know. We'll see. I got a year to decide. I'd appreciate some input if anybody would like to weigh in on what I should call the channel after I'm done with the vinyl. Feel free to comment. I love subscriptions. As we all know, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We talk about
rock and roll.
We talk about rock and roll here, Genevieve. Well said. Thank you. And if you've been watching for a while and not yet subscribed, oh man, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I don't even know what to say at this point. I mean, that's just a violation. That's just, not cool. Stop leeching off my extensive musical knowledge. Subscribe. Subscribe. Yes. Until Monday night, which is tomorrow night, thank you and good night, YouTube. Say good night.
Toodles Queens.